ordering?
Yeah, I'm waiting in line.
Oh, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm waiting in line.
Oh, okay. Can I wait with you?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
How's you guys' night going?
Pretty good, yeah. We're trying to just get 2 lemon drops, so we're not trying to get anything crazy.
Okay, that's what's up.
Do you want to take it with us?
Huh?
Do you want to take lemon drops with us?
I'm okay. I'm gonna get a Crown and Sprite.
Oh.
What's your name?
Andrew,
Andrew? I'm Kylie.
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jordan. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Take lemon drops with us.
I'm okay. I don't. Too acidic for me. I'm gonna stick with my usual.
What kind of shot do you like to do?
I don't normally do shots. I just drink. I'll sip a mixed drink.
I don't take shots either, but I deadass don't take shots, but I'll take it.
I think I'm okay.
Just because you're cute.
Huh?
I said just because you're cute.
I can't do it. So, you're like the 5th girl who's done that tonight. I swear.
Alright fellas, let's jump straight into this one. So, women have figured out that most men are starving of female attention, and they've figured out that if they can pretend to be interested in you just enough for a short period of time, they'll probably be able to get a drink or a date out of us without having to do anything in return. So the lesson here is stop letting women use you when you're at a bar or even on a date. They have to reciprocate.
This is how you get a free drink at the bar. So go up next to whoever you want to buy you a drink at the bar. Like you're about to buy your own drink. Yeah, right. And just ask, what should I get right now? To the guy next to you. He's gonna start naming options. Say no until he gets to the drink that you want. When he gets to the drink you want, say, I've actually never had a vodka cream before. Does not matter if you've had one or not. But this is crucial. Like pretend that you're gonna buy your own drink. And if the bartender comes up to you, just be like, oh, he was here before me. He's gonna buy your drink. It works every time.
Yeah, so modern women are basically looking at us as a utility, something that they can use for their own benefit. Are we starting to see a bit of a trend here, gentlemen? Loud music in the background. But hey, do whatever you want with that information.
My friend really cracked the code this weekend about how to get a guy to come to you at a bar and buy you a drink. I want to preface by saying she is an ethereal goddess, finesser, seducer. So we went to a concert on Sunday and then went out after in LA, which first of all, holy shit, one of my favorite, best nights out in LA. Anyways, we walk into the bar club and it's lit, it's packed. I do not even want to know how much a drink there costs. There's a guy at the bar. We're kind of just like waiting behind him, but we obviously don't want to buy these expensive ass drinks. So he's kind of noticing us, and my friend looks at me and goes, I'm going to wink at him. He's going to turn around and look at me, and I'm going to wink at him, and he's going to buy us a drink. So he turned around. She hit him with a wink, a little, just a little face. And not only did he buy us one drink, but all night we would go to the dance floor, go talk to people, mingle around, and then go back to him and be like, what's up? What's poppin'? Time for another round. The glass is empty. So yeah, sometimes the eye contact is not enough. You got to throw in a wink. I am not a winker. I've never winked at anybody in my life. But last weekend, someone winked at me and I am still thinking about it. Oh my God. Practice the wink. Get the drink. I just made that up. It's more like give the wink, get the drink.
I hope you guys are paying attention. Modern women are leveraging their youth, beauty, and looks to get what they want out of men without having to do anything in return for it. They're using their 20s to get everything they want out of men and society. They're pretty aware of what they're doing, and they've basically found an infinite glitch in the matrix, and they're using it to get what they want. Be warned, men.
How I get men to buy stuff for me, food, drinks, Ubers, etc. when I'm out. Let me preface this by saying there's no way you can make a man do anything. You can't make anyone do anything, so especially men. I do not recommend asking. That is absolutely a no-no. 9 times out of 10 when I go out, a man is offering to pay for something. I frequent areas where black men do not hang out. Let me just be completely honest with you. Because of that reason, there's a lot of providers. Men who have provider mindsets. So story time. I was going to a happy hour with my friend. We were going to this high-end restaurant. I got there 20 to 30 minutes before her because I like to get there early, scope it out, talk to people, things like that. As soon as I got there, I sat down, ordered a drink, and this man came up to me And he's like, oh my God, I just want to tell you, you are so beautiful. Like, I love your energy. You are stunning. I saw you when you walked in. And I hope I don't sound creepy for saying this, because a lot of white men say that when they're complimenting black women. They're like, I don't want to sound creepy when I'm saying this, but you are so beautiful. And of course, I received it in delight because I'm a feminine being and I am able and willing to receive. So I received the compliment. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. You're so kind. We chat for like literally 2 minutes. He tells me that he's here with his business buddies and they just had business lunch or some shit like that. So my friend gets here 20 minutes later, and then he comes back to tell me, oh my God, you hang out with beautiful women too? Wow. This is when he says, you're so beautiful, but I'm married. He told me that the first time he came around. He's like, I'm married, but you are so beautiful, and I just had to tell you. So he comes back around again, and this is ladies' night. So women, we don't have to pay for our drinks in this establishment. He was trying to offer us drinks, but we were like, thank you so much. We appreciate that, but it's ladies' night. Right before he was leaving, he came back and he gave the waitress $100 bill, and he told her to get them whatever they want. Yeah, that's it. And I literally did nothing. He was hanging out with his friends. He wasn't even bothering me and my friend. So this is what I mean when I say it's an energy. You can't make a grown man do anything. So the idea is to stay and remain in your feminine energy, and he will. If he's a masculine man, he will provide.
When women say they're looking for a provider man, basically what they're saying is that they just want a simp who's going to pay all the bills. Here's the truth. Men with experience and who know how to talk to women know that a compliment will quickly go to her ego, so they're just trying to appeal to you. Here's the thing. Women like this think that men who are in these kind of high-end establishments are fools and will throw away all their money for free. The funny thing is that she mentioned that the man was married. Take a hint. What these women don't mention or talk about is that these men will often pay them for quote-unquote fun, but that's neither here or there. But let's just call her a sugar baby.
Okay, so I deleted all my dating apps a bit ago, and with my best friend, and she's like, we haven't met anyone in a while, I'm gonna re-download them. I really don't want to re-download any dating apps, so I'm gonna resort to TikTok. So I'm looking for a husband, not a boy. Preferably over 27, 28, and just like a nice person, but you have to have a good personality. Like, you have to be funny, you can't be boring. What else? I love a man who's not American, but if you're American, it's okay. All right, that is my type. So if you are interested, leave a comment down below.
So here's what happens, fellas. After they're done with the dating apps, the F-boys and the hunks, getting free drinks at the bar and having all the fun that they could possibly think of under the sun, they're all of a sudden ready for a husband, and a good man, who will obviously ignore her checkered past, put a ring on her finger, and make sure she gets the happy ending. Man, this world is cooked.
Happy Thursday, y'all. I'm now in search of a husband. Single life sucks. Single everything sucks. Other than, like, getting to do whatever I want whenever I want, which apparently I just don't have the energy to actually do anything anymore because I'm so busy doing all the things that my partner would help me do if I had one, and I don't have one. I think people are like meant to have a pair. Like, you're meant to have a person, because how the hell do you work like 60 hours a week, take care of yourself, look after your house, look after your kids, look after your dog, stay fed, do groceries, and all those kinds of things by yourself? There's not enough time. There's not enough time. So logistically speaking, I need a husband. Yeah. And one preferably that will do all the artwork, because I don't want to do it. Wasting my entire day off.
Oh, so now you're ready for a husband. May I ask, what have you been doing for the past 25 years of your life? Let me guess. Getting free drinks at the bar, dating the fun guy, and making a couple of babies. Here's the problem with modern women. They're too quick to see men as a utility, and they don't really see us as life partners, or someone to build a stable life with. The funny thing is, because there wasn't so much abundance in the past, men and women knew that we needed each other. But now, women want husbands, and notice how she didn't say anything about being a wife. Go figure.
I'm at the stage in my life where I want a husband,
But then I think, okay, there's no way I can get everything from one man, right? It's like I need one guy to bang me, one guy to cook for me, one guy to make me laugh, one guy to build furniture for me. So maybe I'm not looking for a husband. Maybe I'm looking for a staff. Like, am I trying to build a relationship or am I trying to build an LLC empire?
All of this is coming from a woman who's about a strong 2.5 in the looks department. It's not like she's a supermodel who can demand all of this or is super rich and can pay for these men's labor and the skills they provide. Man, women have truly become insufferable.
Yeah, women's rights. I don't want them.
What do you mean? You don't care?
I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything anymore.
I agree to that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I literally just want a husband and a nice home, a nice man to take care of me. That's all I want.
Well, at least she's kind of good looking to be asking for all of this, but that doesn't take away from the fact that she has a lazy mindset and is basically begging for a free ride through life. Worst part about marrying a woman like this, she'll definitely divorce you and take half of everything that you worked for, even though she didn't help you build anything or create anything. Go figure.
Come get me. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? Okay. I'm here. Waiting. So, anytime now, hubby. I'll be here. So you could handle this because I hate it.
Whenever you hear a woman saying that she's tired, it's basically the sound of her fantasies dying. She probably thought that adulthood is a reality show where she can just date men, have fun, get free drinks, prizes. Well, meantime, she's probably in debt, falling behind on her bills, and lives in a studio apartment with her cat. Freedom. Go figure.
I'm just like super stoked for my future husband to meet me because he's gonna literally hit the jackpot. He's gonna have the best wife ever, and I just wanted to say, my future husband, I'm so happy for you, and me too.
You know what? No hymen, no diamond. I'll leave it at that.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like, why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please stop ordering takeout by yourself and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag. Pray for me.
You know what I realized? That these women aren't mad that they don't have husbands. They're just pissed off at the fact that we're keeping our money, energy, attention, and time to ourselves. And the douchebags that she ends up having fun with don't have to take them out on dates or do anything of value for them. Can you hear that? That's the sound of men going their own way.
We don't want to throw us under the bus here. I'm not sure if we actually want nice guys. I think we think we do, but we think that in the same way that we want to eat healthy. Like, yeah, a salad will make you feel better afterwards, but sometimes you crave chocolate cake. And sure, the chocolate cake makes you cry afterwards, but it tastes really good in the moment. And sometimes the nice guys that are salads, sometimes they'll be like, well, the girls just like assholes. And so they'll try and pretend that they're chocolate cake, but we can tell, we can see that you've really just drizzled chocolate syrup on top of the salad, and we see right through it. And I know more girls feel like this than what they're willing to admit, because I've read the books you've suggested. I've read the smut books that you're reading, and it's always written by some woman named Genevieve that lives in Rhode Island with her 3 kids and her husband.
husband, but what she's fantasizing about, what she's thinking about is some multi-million-dollar asshole, and the dialogue that she's writing with it is like, he shoved his bleep into my bleep until I was bleeping, bleeding, and pulling my hair. I'm like, you don't like nice guys.
This is why men in traditional times were the barrier between young women and their dating choices. You know, women have a natural self-destruction clock wired into them, and they love the adrenaline rush of dealing with douchebags and bad boys, but they want the results of having a good man. Baby, pick a struggle.
Twin, where have you been? No, for real though, like, it's been real quiet for me for some years now. Like, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Where are you? Hey.
The fact of the matter is that all these women want husbands, but none of them are prepared to be wives. Ma'am, if you have a husband, he's probably in heaven with Jesus.
I went on a date and it's like, it was good. And then yet, like, I'm just tired of, like, I don't know. The bill came. The bill didn't come. He asked for the bill. And in French, he said 2 bills. And then so they came. And I was like, if someone says, I want to take you out, then I want to be taken out, which means to me to pay and whatever. So we did that. I paid and it's fine. And then after I was honest and I just said it, like, I don't know. Cause I said like, yeah, I thought you were going to take me out. And like, to me, that means pay. And then suddenly his English wasn't so good anymore. When he was like, I don't understand what you mean. I was honest and like, whatever, what else do I have to lose? I just want to be honest because there's a way that I want to be treated. And like, I might as well just tell someone, like, what else do I have to lose? I don't know. And then like afterwards he was like, next time I'll pay. Like unprompted, he said that after we were having another conversation. I said, okay. And then he said, are you free this week? And I said, yeah. And then I texted him after and I'm like, I had a nice time, thanks. And then he read it and didn't respond. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of... I'm happy I was honest. But, like, I just, like, want a fucking gentleman.
You know, European men really move different, and these American women are really entitled to princess treatment, where they really think that they're Cinderella and a billionaire is supposed to sweep them off their feet and provide a fairy tale life for them. And this comes after they've had fun with all the bad boys. Ma'am, you made your bed. Now lie in it.
Where are all the nice guys at? Because y'all aren't where I'm at. I'm so sick of dating assholes, and I'm so sick of talking to guys and immediately getting a... I want nice, courteous, thoughtful men to come my way. Please.
Ma'am, you left all the nice guys behind in your freshman year of college. Go figure.
One thing about me is I don't like a cheap man. If you're not going to spend money, you're not going to be around. I don't care. I'm not one of these girls that's going to act like I don't want something for my birthday. I'm not going to act like a little bouquet and some cheap ass chocolates is enough for Valentine's Day. I'm not going to tell you I don't want anything for Christmas. You're going to spend some money and you're going to like it. I like men that like to spend money on their woman. That's what I like. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to be with a man that I could see the pain in his eyes when he has to take out his card and pay for something. I don't want to be with a man that thinks buying dinner is considered tricking. And I know I'm ruffling the feathers of all the broke-ass, bum-ass men that are watching this video right now, and they think, oh my God, this woman's so entitled. Men invented being entitled, okay? And right about now, I know you guys are typing in the comment section, make your own money. I do. That's the thing. That's why I don't have to giggle at a joke that I don't think is funny. That's why I don't have to settle down with a broke, dirty, loser, dusty bum of a man, right? Everything is taken care of over here. So if you can't add to my life, you can get the out of my face. Okay? Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
You don't like cheap men? Well, let me tell you something, ma'am. Men don't like women who are ran through and have more experience than a level 99 Charizard. You know, here's the thing. Us men can sense when we're getting used goods, and the truth of the matter is, rich men are married to women who also come from rich backgrounds. You're just an average woman who probably has a pile of student debt. Go figure.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your man is paying for rent, it doesn't mean he's providing for you. He would have had to pay for rent with or without you there.
Hip hip hooray, welcome to equality.
Be honest. Okay, please don't tell the new age feminists this, but I would 100% rather stay home, cook and clean. 100% rather do that, okay? I love to cook and I love to clean and organize. Feminist, shh, I know, okay? I love to cook good food and I love to clean and I love to do it for my man. Truly, I do. However, if that's expected outside of marriage, hard pass. It actually sounds like you're taking care of a child. But the look on a man's face, would you cook for him, clean for him, do anything to please him? That's what it's all about. Having him admire you with his blissfully happy eyes. It melts your heart. There's just something in me as a woman that makes me feel like this whole trad wife living isn't such a terrible thing. Why did we actually want to work? What was the idea or perspective of pursuing a career? There is nothing more satisfying than having a man that takes care of you. A gentleman that provides for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If you do that, I'll cook and clean all day. Why would I complain? I'll make you an incredible 5-course meal if it means I can stay at home. We fight for again as women, because I'd much rather be exhausted from cooking and cleaning for my family than be exhausted as a career-driven woman working a job I don't like. So hate me all you want, but I'd 100% rather stay home and be provided for by my man and take care of him in return.
First of all, she's got tattoos like a pirate, but wants to be a trad wife. My spidey senses are tinkling. Here's the fact. Women like this just want to use men like a utility. And here's the fact. It's cheaper to actually get a chef and a maid who'll do all the domestic chores in your house and won't ask for half of your estate when she decides to get a divorce because she's bored in a marriage. This is what we call an A-grade chameleon. Stay woke, fellas.
Men are always talking about what do women bring to the table, but what do you bring to the table? I went on a date with a guy last night who brought literally nothing to the table. He wasn't cute. He didn't have money. He wasn't that smart. He couldn't fix anything. He said he could barely take care of himself, didn't really know how to raise an animal. He brought nothing to the table. He was so lackluster, but yet he expected a woman that brought like everything to the table. He said that he wanted a woman who works. He wanted a woman who is doing something with her life. A homeless guy came up to us and I felt like I was gonna have to be the one to defend us. So not only do you not have money, you're not cute, you don't bring anything to the table, but you also can't even like protect a woman, you know? It's just like, guys need to bring stuff to the table too.
She obviously knew all of his characteristics before she went on a date with him, but here's the thing, she thought that she was going to get a free meal and validation. Little did she know that it'll all backfire. That's what we call the sweet taste of karma.
And I don't know about y'all, but when I say who gonna be the boys, I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm actually being so serious, and I'm actually highly concerned. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, most women love to be women. Like, you hear it all the time. I love being a girl. I love being a woman. We love it. We love being in our feminine energy. For the right person, we love to be submissive. For the right person, we do like being told what to do. Like, we love it. We love keeping ourselves up. We love dressing up. We love taking care of people. We love being nurturing. Like, women love to be women. We love our feminine energy. Rather, men, there was a point where men found purpose in their responsibility as men. They found purpose in providing, in leading, in being a man. And now I think it's less purpose that they feel from it and more pressure. And I don't know where that disconnect came from. I don't know. But it's like y'all literally, like, men hate being men now. Y'all literally don't want to be men. Like, y'all don't want any of the responsibility that comes with being a man and holding masculine energy. Like, you guys don't want to lead. You don't want to protect. You don't want to plan dates. You don't want to, like, who's going to be the boys?
Here's the thing. Women love the perks of being women when it means presence, free dates, and princess treatment. Not when it comes to raising children, cooking, and making a house for a home and actually creating a family legacy. And the fact of the matter is that no man wants to take responsibility for a woman that he doesn't have authority over. And the only issue which men are having is that this generation of women are ungrateful and ran through and are also entitled to everything under the sun except for taking accountability for their actions. Go figure.
I don't want less for my own child than what I had in my childhood. So if you're a man who doesn't make six figures, you cannot afford me and my future children. You cannot bear children with me if you can't fully financially provide for me and our children in our household. That is your job. So all of this talk about, oh, all we need is love. Love don't pay the bills. We have bills to pay. My kids need clothes. My kids need money to go to field trips. Like, I'm not going to have my kids struggling because you wanted to base everything off of the feelings of love, but not the deepness in your pockets. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. That's what we need to survive. I didn't make these rules. These rules was here when I was born. You gotta have money, okay? You gotta have money. Stop bumming around. Get a job. Get 2, get 3 jobs if you need to.
You know, this is why men are going their own way. Imagine someone of this size and stature and lack of decorum and beauty telling you that you need to use your life force every single day to go and provide for her. This is utter madness.
The reason why I think it's so important for a man to bring value to a woman's life is because the world is designed for women to be single. There's more for us to get out of life if we're single. Things start becoming free. We start getting invited to like a million different things. People want to take care of you as a woman. They want to invite you to parties. They want to invite you to events. And so when a woman locks herself down with a man, she is closing off a lot of opportunities to be with him. And if he's not providing a value to her, or at least matching like what she would have been losing out on, then being with him is a loss. Like, she's taking a loss to be with him. You guys know I was in a relationship like pretty much all of last year. And obviously when you're in a relationship, you're loyal, you're not meeting new people, you're not like taking the opportunities that are being presented to you, like free things that are being presented to you. But now I'm single, and like obviously the same opportunities and better are being presented to me. Now I'm actually taking them. And I'm just reflecting on the last year and thinking about how much I missed out on while being with this person. Not that I regret it, and not that I would do anything differently. Like, I love this person very dearly. So like, obviously like that was the choice I wanted to make. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. But for someone new to come into my life, they have to somewhat match that level of like the life that I'm living right now while I'm single, and all the things that I'm getting, all the dinners that are getting paid for, that sort of stuff. So if he can't even match that, like, why would I give up what I have now, like all these opportunities, for somebody that's like not even measuring up? Sorry if that's harsh.
Here's the thing, men with resources are just trying to seduce you so that they can fast forward to bedroom activities. The only thing that you're going to be left with are memories, a high body count, and wishing that you had settled down earlier to start a family with a good man. Remember fellas, the wall is undefeated, and at the end of the day, all the dates and the fun doesn't amount to anything tangible, unless she becomes a sugar baby and busts it open for a man that will, actually give her some real money. But then, that's just being an escort.
The very best piece of advice I've ever gotten when it comes to dating is this: find a man who wants to be a husband, not a man that wants a wife. There's a difference in the amount of capacity he will have for you, the amount of unconditional care he can give, his willingness to serve versus a neediness to be served, and in his ability to consider your experience instead of getting consumed by his own. I'm going to just start living by this because that is so great.
It's really amazing how modern women have the ability to write out an encyclopedia of what men need to do, but they can't even write what they bring to the table on the back of a post stamp. Man, crazy times we're living. Go figure.